guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got another ocean game. This one is going to be a Hanna-Barbera, the Flintstones. So is this going to be playing a lot like the NES games, or are we going to go completely different? So this is the looks like more of the movie, which understandable since how we did Warner Brothers. So wow, this plays like crap. The jump is so bad. Did Warner Brothers just say they needed a game to tie into this, and this is what we got? We're picking up bowling balls. We barely, I mean, God. I mean, well, we do have options, so you can play this differently every time, I guess, if you would really want to. Like, I mean, hey, the good news is the levels are short. God, like, what is this? It's so dumb. Well, the good news is this is a great game for little kids. Because honestly, I think after you're like 7 years old, you're going to really not care to play this game. This is so basic. It's not even fun and really not even challenging, to be honest. Like, there's nothing going on. And then, like, the actual platformer, just garbage. Oh. I mean, okay. Is the water gonna hurt us? No. Alright, good. Whoa. No, no, no. Whoa. I mean, it almost feels like John Goodman is actually the one in the thing jumping, because it's very, like, I can't tell if we're taking damage from jumping on things or if it's okay. Nah, whatever. Oh, shit. My bad. Okay, so I think that, yeah, when we jump on stuff, it's okay. Unless there's, of course, these little fires. I mean, at least it's very forgiving. I guess we can't jump that, huh? Oh, we can't do these guys. We have no attacks or anything. We can't really do much. So when they decide to do that to us, we're kind of SOL. There's no run. Again, the sprite work is just terrible. The controls are janky. I mean, I can't really say that. He does control well, and they are very forgiving on the log. But all in all, like, it's a very minimalistic, basic, kind of boring game that definitely really only will appease to kids like 10 and under. I feel like this is going to be the one game for them, but other than that, it really isn't a very well done game. Like, you could tell it's a movie tie-in more than the actual cartoon based on the sprite work, but just all in all, the game doesn't play very well. Surprisingly, the jumping, even though it looks awful and it does stuff, it actually works well enough. But other than that, there's really no game there. Like, we saw the first level, jump, jump, jump. I mean, and then the next one, the cars, jump. I mean, the levels are almost the exact same thing, just a different form of transportation. And then the platforming is, I mean, it might as well be a port over from, like, Mario 2. So, like, there's no originality. The gameplay is very drab, basic, and boring. Enemy designs are fine. Like, you know, you got a couple dinosaurs, you got some birds, and you got walking fire, I guess? I don't know. All in all, it is playable. It's not the worst game we've played by far, but it really doesn't spark any desire to actually want to keep going. There's no, oh, let's just continue. You're just like, this is just so not fun, you know? So all in all, it's just a cash grab movie tie-in, threw together a game probably in like 2 months to tie in with the movie being released. And you could tell it wasn't very well done. You could tell it wasn't overly thought out. There is a game there, don't get me wrong, and all in all, for a platformer, it's not terrible for being on Game Boy. It is slow enough for the Game Boy to actually keep up with it, so you're not having some lags or issues. So I think they really placated and dumbed it down to being decently ran on Game Boy. So I give them credit for that. Everything does function well enough that it is perfectly good for a Game Boy game to kind of have a silly, fun little platformer, especially for kids. This is definitely a game that you want to give, like, you know, your 8, 10-year-old for the car ride to play, and I think they'll have a decent enough time. But once you hit that threshold, I think there's no real game there to enjoy. So, all in all, decent enough Game Boy game, plays and responds well enough. Granted, they didn't seem to put too much time, thought, or effort into it. You could tell it was just a quick throw out with what was laying around, because it is an ocean game, so you can't expect a lot. So they were able to throw something together, work on the sprites to have it look kind of like John Goodman, and then call it a day. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining. Until next time, you guys have a good one.